Hi guys, happy Valentine's Day. Welcome back to my channel. Let's read some romance. So today is Valentine's Day and thankfully I don't have to work today, so I thought I would just take myself out, pamper myself, and then read some romance throughout the day. It's already midday. I'm now ready to go out. I have a foot massage appointment in half an hour, so I need to get going, but I just wanted to tell you about the books that I'm planning on reading today. The first that I already started today, listening to the audiobook, was Thank You for Listening by Julia Whelan. This is funnily enough an audiobook narrator writing about an audiobook narrator. And this is basically my favorite audiobook narrator. If she's narrating a book, I'm like, ought to buy, gotta have it. And so seeing her kind of tell the ins and outs of her job in this romance is just... I'm only a couple of chapters in right now, listening to the audiobook while getting ready, and it's already amazing. I already love the writing style, I love the banter, I just love everything about it. So gonna continue with this one first, but later on I want to read Half a Soul by Olivia Atwater. I've heard great things about this. It's supposed to be a historical fantasy romance, and I'm kind of here for it. So this is gonna be my day, and I've kind of matched at least this one a bit. So yeah, gonna go get my feet massaged. Never had that done before by a professional, so it's gonna be interesting. After that I'm gonna go into town and get some coffee, maybe some cake, you know, just to pamper myself, like I said. A little bit of self-care. After that I'm gonna meet my sister for some Zumba, and then I'm gonna be back here and I'm gonna enjoy a night in just by myself with my cat. So yeah, I'm gonna take you along and let's have a great day.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
Hi, I just got back in. The day has been amazing. Loved my massage. I mean, it was amazing. After that, just cake, coffee, and then of course a great book to go alongside that. Guys, you need to read this book. It's so good. Let me see where I'm at, because I've been listening to some more of the audiobook since... Wow, okay, I did a little more. Okay, I'm on page 296 already. So 300 pages in. I can't believe I only have so much, like, oh, that's not even a lot. Like, how will it be resolved in this little... and there's even like an about the book in the back. So we have until page 399. Oh my god, I only have 100 pages left. No! Okay, let's talk about this book. This is about Swani, who is an audiobook narrator. She used to be going places with her acting, but then she had an accident where she lost an eye. She started narrating audiobooks and she was really good at it. She's very known in that world. But she used to do romance novels and she's not anymore. She moved on to other genres and she really doesn't want to go back because romance is just not her style. She's asked to come back one final time because the author that she narrated for a long while ago and that kind of helped her make a name for herself died recently, and she had one last story that they want to produce, and she specifically asked for Swanee. So she agrees for reasons, and so she's thrown back into the whole romance industry, and the story goes from there. But before that, we're in Las Vegas. She's at a convention, and there she meets a guy, and they have a one-night stand. They both don't think that it's gonna go further than that, and they part ways, and along the way they meet again, and it's very great. I love the banter. I love the mistaken identity basically, and how they all get back together. I love the way that this whole book plays with tropes, like romance tropes, and that the characters are very aware of it. I love how the author, who is herself an audiobook narrator, I love how she introduces us to this kind of work, because I don't think I've ever seen anybody write a story about a narrator. So it's interesting to see the bits about how she's producing these stories and everything that happens behind the curtains that no one really talks about, no one really knows. I mean, this is a profession not much is known about, and I think there are a lot of stereotypes, or like a lot of assumptions that people make about it, and I love that she brings characters in just to throw these assumptions at the protagonist and kind of breaching like the fourth wall, because she herself, like Julia Whelan herself, can answer these kind of questions and assumptions that we have about audiobook narrators. I am kind of surprised that both narrators that we have in this book kind of explain that both of them don't really want to be in this profession, that they both, like, one wanted to be an actress, another one wanted to be in a band and is kind of hoping to get back to that. And I'm kind of like, are you saying nobody who is a narrator really wanted to be a narrator? Another assumption maybe. But yeah, I love the writing style. Like I said, I'm flying through it. I have been listening to this alongside the book, but when I was walking around I listened to the audiobook because Julia Whelan herself is narrating it, which is just amazing. And I adore it. I mean, the love interest has an Irish accent, which she does amazingly, and it's just fun again to see her, or to hear her work her own story like into this. It's just I love it. I can't believe this has been on my shelves for a couple of months. I bought it right when it was released, and yeah, can't believe it's been this long. And this has been just the best thing I could do for Valentine's Day. Loved it. I'm gonna continue with this one. So I have about an hour and 23 minutes left of the audiobook. After going into town and having my coffee, I was at Zumba, so I'm kind of exhausted. So I'm gonna take a quick shower, eat something, and continue with the story. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna read anything else tonight. It's almost 7. But there is still time, so maybe I will start with the Half a Soul, but I don't have an audiobook for that one, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be in the mood or if I will read something else, because I do have the audiobook and the ebook for The Charm Offensive, which I've heard great things about, wanted to read for a very long time. It would work perfectly for the color scheme that I have been showing off today, so I might go and read that next. Let's see how well this is going, but right now it's easily a 5-star. I don't know if it's just something because of the whole industry of audiobook narrating. It's kind of the book inside a book trope with a twist, because we have so many books about authors, about the publishing industry, and lately I wasn't enjoying those enough anymore, because I myself work in publishing and in a bookstore, so these kind of stories are always like bittersweet for me, because this romanticizing of it, it's just sometimes, I mean, I can't really suspend my disbelief because I'm from that community, but still love still love them. I'm not sure if like the next time she writes something it's gonna have the same impact, but who knows. And like I said, this follows the romance between certain people. I'm not gonna go into the love interest too much because you might not want to go into this book knowing too much about that. But it's also about family, because Swanee is very close to her grandmother, who lives in assisted living but is kind of going down the path of dementia, and it's getting really hard for her. And it seems that they're approaching the point where her grandmother has to be supervised 24/7 and is kind of losing her memories, not recognizing people, and it's very hard to listen to and very heartbreaking. But she also has a very difficult relationship to her father, so that's represented as well. And we also have a great friendship in this. Her best friend is a very high profile actress. Just the way that they're interacting with each other, the way that they love each other, it's beautiful. I can't say anything negative about this. It's just maybe that it's too short, because I don't know. I might say now that the reveal about something that you kind of assume going into this, I'm not even sure if the blurb mentions it, but the reveal that happens, it takes a very long time. So yes, this is a romance, but a lot of the time on page we are with the grandmother, or with a friend, we're at work, so there is a lot of things happening that is not just center stage. Like the romance is not just center stage. So if you just want like 100% just the interaction between these two people, that's not something that's gonna happen here. There is a steamy scene so far. Like I said, I don't have anything negative to say. I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna go, like I said, take a shower, eat something, and then I will get back to this. And hopefully it's gonna end amazingly as well. Okay, bye bye. Stop talking. I finished the book. 5 stars. Easily. I loved this. I liked every aspect. I liked the cheekiness of, yeah, the whole situation. I loved it. Yay! This turned out to be such a great day. Not gonna lie, when I was waking up today, I wasn't sure if I even wanted to vlog this, if I should just ignore this whole day, because I slept in. I didn't want to. I wanted to get up early. I wanted to make a big breakfast spread. I've got all these great things and make like a very whimsical start to this vlog, and I ended up not doing anything because I woke up so late that I didn't really have time for any of that before I had to get ready. So, but yeah, I'm so glad that I did. I hope this vlog turned out okay. If you liked it, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. All that jazz. But no, seriously, I can't imagine a better book to have read during today's pampering and self-care. This was just so much self-care, and it had such a great, beautiful message as well, and I need more. Sadly, I don't know if she's doing, or like if she's working on one. I might need to research that. And I still have her first novel, My Oxford Year, to read, so I might do that. I think I found another favorite book of the year. Not gonna lie, this is gonna be one of the books that you will see at the end of the year, me holding this up and being like, you have to read this, best book of the year. Like, the second book I read this year was my My Extraordinary Life by Rebecca Ryan. It was a total surprise for me to read that one, and my mind was blown. That was January. This is February, and again another romance. Well, to be honest, My Extraordinary Life, it has again so many more layers, and I'm not sure if it's just women's fiction or if it actually is a romance. I should know. They talked about like what makes a romance, but and for me, to like a fantasy lover, to read these romances, and they just make me so happy. I can't stop smiling. I don't know. Sometimes you just read a book at exactly the right time, and this is one of those moments. So I'm glad I vlogged this. I'm glad I can look back on this, and I think it's now 9 o'clock. I'm not going to start another book. I think I'm going to end the vlog here. I might just try to edit this now. Pretty straightforward, so maybe I can actually get a bit of it done. I have other vlogs that need more editing, I think, and just having this 24-hour kind of reading vlog, I think it's also gonna make me really happy to just edit and get it out there to you guys. But yeah, I hope you had a great Valentine's Day. Let me know down in the comments what you did today, and maybe tell me about the last book that surprised you and is easily a 5-star for you. I can't wait to check those out, and until the next time, I hope you have all the great reads. Bye!